welcome back to Beauty Bee and welcome to my first update for my deck of panning project pan. That is more of a struggle to say than it should be. It is actually about a week, maybe even a week and a half before I'm going to post this video, but I had reached a pretty good stopping point, I feel, because I have hit the goals that I think I could potentially hit before the next update, and why not give myself that extra time to potentially hit some additional goals before update number 2. So I will have my intro video as well as Emily and Max's intro video linked down in the description box. There are quite a few rules to this project and I don't want to go over them in any kind of detail here. So let's get in to what I had in the project last month, starting with the 2 products that I will not be able to roll out. First up is my MAC Ruby Woo lipstick. This was for the prompt Something Matte, and my goal was to use this 10 times, and I am currently sitting at 3 uses. So that's about on track. I kind of imagined using this about once a week and then having it in the project for 2 to 3 months. And I really do like it. I'll have to remember to wear this on Monday for Valentine's Day. I told you, I'm filming this significantly early. The next product that I will not be able to roll out is from Colourpop. This was for your birthstone. Mine is a diamond. This is the Super Shock in the shade Ice Dream, which is a very dimensional white. There's quite a bit of blue and purple sheen to it. This just does not want to show up on camera, but it is really lovely. I definitely have a spot where I'm getting close to hitting pan, which is my goal, but I want to spread my use a little bit better over the product. This is where I accidentally pushed the product as I was swatching in the last video actually, and that feels like cheating. So I'll just focus this month on hitting pan. I think that should be doable, and if I hit pan in that particular little spot, I'll just, work out a little bit from there and have maybe some decent sized pan by my next update. That would be really cool. I did not keep track of usage on this, but I'm thinking I probably used it about 6 or 7 times, and I used it both. Actually, I used it 3 different ways. I used it in my inner corner, I used it as a topper, and then once, maybe twice, I used it on my brow bone. It's a little intense for that, but I wanted something intense for that particular day, and it worked out pretty well. Now let's get to the exciting part and the 3 products that I will be rolling out. So the first is this SGX NYC, the Do It All 3-in-1 Dry Texture Spray. This was for the prompt A Duplicate Item, and I do have exactly this item another time. My mom and I both purchased the same gift set for Christmas, and I kept this element from both of the sets. So I didn't have that many uses left on this. I think I maybe used this 5 to 7 times between now and the previous update, but I didn't particularly like this. I wanted this to be more on the dry shampoo side, but this was just intended to be more on the dry texture side, which isn't a type of product I really go for. It's not bad. It's a good dry texture spray and an okay dry shampoo. I'm definitely not upset that I have another one. I will use it, but I'm not going to repurchase it. But this is gone, so there's 1 roll-in for this month. Next up, we have a nail polish. What was this for? Oh, this was for a newest product, and I'd actually, I think, just received it that day or the day before. This is a beautiful green glitter from Koki. This is the shade Feelin' Lucky. This works as a topper. I don't think you could quite build this up to full opacity. I guess if you really wanted to sponge it on and probably spend quite a bit of time sponging it on, you could probably do it, but I am not that committed. So I wore it twice on my fingers and 3 times on my toes, and let me show you the polishes that I ended up pairing it with. So I actually paired it with the one that I have on today. This is not with the green glitter, obviously, but it actually did work out quite well. I don't remember the name of this nail polish. I will have that written up above me. I have 2 polishes that I tried right away because I just assumed that this would look the best with these, are both these lighter sort of yellowy greens. First we have the shade 11 from Light Slacker, which is a bit more on the ugly side of a yellow-green. Not necessarily in a bad way. I do like this color, but it's got some 70s kitchen vibes going on. And then this is from Kiko. I always call this shade Groovy Pear, but I think it's called like Spring Green or something. They don't actually put the names on the bottle that I've ever been able to find. It's a little bit brighter and a little bit more green. This didn't actually look that great with either of them. I don't know what it was about this, but it just didn't match all that well with green. I think that maybe the tones of green weren't quite right, because it did actually go quite well with this blue, but I feel like something with a little bit more contrast was what I really liked with this particular polish. And the 2 polishes that I think it actually worked well with definitely illustrate that. I guess there's actually 3, because again, the one that I had with the blue, which isn't too far off from the color, I thought that this was really cute. This is from Color Club. This is the shade What a Peach. By itself, this shade looks terrible on me. Absolutely awful. It looks like a really sickly take on nude. It's much too yellow and too peachy for my skin tone, but on my toes with this green, it did look kind of Eastery and fun. It was cute. I didn't adore it, but I thought it was really cute. And probably the one that worked out best is actually what I have on my toes today. I'm not going to show you that, but it was this gold. This is from Sally Hansen, and this is the shade Go for Gold. And I felt that, I feel like this shade looks kind of cheesy by itself. Again, it doesn't quite work with my skin tone, and I'm not super wild about these metallic polishes, but mixing it with a little bit of extra texture, a little bit of extra color, it looks really, really pretty. So I think that I will wear this combination many times in the future, probably on both my, on my fingernails and my toes. And I'm really happy that I did some experimentation with that shade. Worked out really well. And then the last product that I will be rolling out this month is from Tarte. This is their Lip Quench in Villa. My goal was to use this 20 times, and I did stop tracking at 20, but let me illustrate. I think that if we were to talk about where I was in the tube, I think I was right around here when we started. I was not quite flush with the end of the component, but pretty close. I think I'd only used this maybe 3-ish times before I rolled it into the project. And now let me roll it all the way down. I mean, I have used the heck out of this. That's all I have left. Isn't that sad? These just go so quickly. In any case, thankfully, I did not use it up in the span of a month because that would be upsetting. But it looks like I will be using it up in the span of 2 months, and I have hit my 20 use goal, so I will be rolling that one out as well. So that leaves us with 3 cards. I do not have a joker in my deck, as we discussed in my last video, so my first stop is going to be just to generate 3 random numbers between 1 and 53. If I get 53 on any of my rolls, that will be a joker. So let's do this. I've got my random number generator pulled up. 46, 48, 25. Okay, no joker this time. Okay, I have my deck all shuffled and ready to go. Let's give it one more quick shuffle and then we'll see what we get. Let's see. I'm going to cut it, let's go with right there, and then we're going to pick the 3 on top. So the King of Diamonds, the 10 of Hearts, and the 9 of Spades. So let's figure out what those prompts are. All right, so the Red Kings are an oldest product. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with that, but we'll figure it out. The 10 of Hearts is a nail polish. Hey, I just rolled out a nail polish. That's convenient. And then the 9 of Spades is spring. I'm going to need to look up what that means. I assume that just means something that reminds you of spring. Yeah, it doesn't give me any additional information, so I think that must be just something that makes me think of spring. Which again, really convenient since this is going to take me into late March. I have some thinking to do. Let me go grab my new products and we'll talk through my goals. All right, my selections have been made. So let's start with my oldest product, which was the King of Diamonds prompt. And this is, I don't think my oldest blush, but it's definitely my oldest cream product. This is from e.l.f. and it is their multi-stick in the shade Sparkling Rose. I have used this. I have not gotten a ton of use on this though. That's not true. I have gotten quite a bit of use on this. It just, doesn't take a whole lot of product. So there's what that looks like. And I think that I will try to use this 20 times. That seems like a reasonable goal to me. I want to tend to keep these items in the project for around 2 months. And I think 10 times a month is a reasonable goal for this product. So there's the first roll in. Next, we have a nail polish, and this is from Sally Hansen. It's one of their Insta-Dry Prismatic Shine polishes, which is my favorite line of nail polish, probably. I wear one of these pretty regularly. This is a pretty new acquisition. I want to say that I got this in November or December. This is the shade Moonstone, and it is, I think it's actually showing up pretty well on camera. It is a clear base with this iridescent blue and purple sheen to it. Really, it is the nail polish equivalent of this Colourpop Super Shock. What can I say? I have a type. This iridescent blue purple is definitely something that I go for over and over again in a variety of different products. And like the last nail polish, I'm going to try to use this 5 times. And I kind of suspect that I will be able to roll this out in the next update because I really like these polishes. And then finally, for the prompt spring, I have this Balm Sparkling Liquid. It is their liquid eyeshadow. This one is in the shade, will it tell me? Lavender Mimosa. And it is a lavender shade. did a little bit of blending that out on my hand. As you can tell, lavender, a little bit of an almost peachy or golden shine to it. It's really pretty. I think I have really never gotten a whole lot of use out of this. I've had it for probably 7 or 8 months at this point, which is a little bit disappointing considering just how little I've used this. I would guess that I've used this maybe 10 times. So let's double that number. Let's set a goal of 10 uses over the next couple months. Okay, so I have my work cut out for me. As an overview, I have the eyeshadow from the Balm, the Colourpop Super Shock, the e.l.f. multi-stick, which I will generally, probably exclusively use as a cream blush, the Insta-Dry nail polish topper, and then, there it is, it was hiding from me, the red MAC lipstick. So I think that this is going to be a fun month. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll check back next month to see how this project is going. Thanks again, and I really hope that I'll see you all next time. Bye!